Okay, we've now got our equipment assembled, and we're going to decide which colour to use. And out of the array of colours that I've got, I'm going to use the yellow. Here we go. It's a really beautiful colour, this one. Now for the really basic felting techniques, I'm going to take you through how you just make a square of felt. Okay, first thing we're going to do is split the wool down the middle. Okay, like so, and then just gently tease it apart. Here it comes. And we're going to work from this piece to start with. We need to fluff out the wool. Have a think about the square that you're going to make. You might have something in front of you that you can use as a guideline. You might just have a really good eye so that you can just judge for yourself. What we're going to do is, with your forefingers and the heel of your hand, just take this fluffy end and pull it and lay it. Okay, and we're going to go back again. 4 fingers with a fluffy end, just tease it out, lay it. And again. And again. Okay, we're going to start building it across. So it's taking another one. This time we're going to follow the top line, but we're going to just overlap it a little bit as well. Just pulling it out as we go, taking hold, teasing it out, laying it. Another method of doing this is to actually take your end of your wool, lay it down, put your hand on it, and actually pull this end out from it, as so. So, and there again. We're going to take it across one more time. This time you could actually lay it this way, because once you've pulled it through your hand, and that's what you've got, this end is always a little bit sharper in the edge, so you can turn it around and lay it down. This will give it a fairly good sort of edge along the edge of your square. Okay, so we're going to keep building up this layer. It's all a little bit sticky. And then we've got the first layer. Now you can still see the netting underneath it, that's not a problem. What we're going to do now is lay another layer down, but we're going to do it from top to bottom. With felt, with the wool, it's made up of really tiny fibres, and they all like to cling to each other. They stick to each other, and that's how they like to be. And by laying it across itself and pushing it down, it'll all start to mesh together, because each strand is made up with tiny little hooks, and they like to link in together. So that's what you're looking for. You want to build it up so that you've got these lovely fine layers that all start to stick together. Okay, and I'm just going to keep layering this one across. I'm going to take another end of the wool. You don't want too much in your hand. Because of the nature of it, the more you handle it, the more felted it's actually going to become. So you don't want to have to handle too much of the felt all the time. So as little as possible with the handling of it. Here we go. I've got a bit of a clump there, so I'm going to pull that out a bit. I just don't want it too clumpy. So we've got a horizontal layer and we've got a vertical layer. We're going to go back to another horizontal layer to continue the build up. So just carry on teasing it out. Nice fine pieces, overlapping. There we are, I've got an end bit there. I'm just going to lay that along the top edge. I'm going to go back for a little bit more wool to finish this layer. Fluffing it out, don't forget that. Otherwise you're not going to get these lovely fine strands. So building up this layer. Okay, so we've got 3 layers. Now I can still see little bits of the netting underneath. So I'm just going to fill in some of those really fine gaps with a bit more of the yellow, little bit up the top edge here and along the bottom edges. Quite often the bottom edges are the thinnest, but that's fine, just keep going. If I was doing a really thick piece of felt, I would probably continue on with another couple of layers, but that's enough for now. Okay, we've got this beautiful square. We can sort of tuck the edges a little bit. That's such a beautiful colour, this one. Okay, having a look at the other colours that we've got, we can have a think about maybe doing a little bit of a design on the top. So I'm going to go and have